Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out instantmudcoins.com and use code ZIRK for 20% off. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I want to talk to you guys about investments, the best current investments in the game, the best power-ups for you guys to go ahead and purchase to potentially make a flip. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Jalen Newton for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. Also, if you guys want to be entered for the Zirkmas giveaways, all you have to do is drop a like in the vid, make sure you sub to the channel, comment down below Zirkmas, leave a way to contact you. Every Friday, I go through, select a video from the week, and pick a $50 winner, and then on Christmas, I go through and select a video from the entire month for a $100 gift card, and also for that Xbox right there. Simple as that. But I want to bring this video to you guys today. Sometimes I do talk about investments that I maybe am in myself, or that ones you guys should look into yourselves as well. But before I even go over anything, I just want to say investing is a risk, okay? Don't invest more than you can afford to give up, than you can afford to lose. If you have 1,000,000 coins, don't invest 1,000,000 coins unless you really feel confident and you really want to. But again, you know, this could all backfire heavily. I've said power-ups in the past that have turned out really good. Patrick Peterson is probably the best one that I told you guys to invest in a long time ago, and he shot up tremendously. Now, we are in a really good time to invest right now because there's a couple things coming up. Number one, we've got the next series update. That should be coming out this upcoming Friday. They haven't said anything about it yet, but it should be. It's 6 weeks apart from the last series, so this upcoming Friday should be the next series update. With that, we get a 93 to 94 overall power pass, of course, and then we'll get some other power passes, you know, normal series stuff, new MUT levels, all that good stuff. We also got Zero Chill coming out on Monday, which we already know about, which again, that's pretty good stuff because, of course, with Zero Chill, we already know we got Charles Woodson coming, and I'm sure there's a lot of good stuff coming with that. Some big-time players that maybe don't have upgrades just yet. We're going to see some big-time upgrades. So now, for me, personally, in my opinion, I think it's the best time to go ahead, make some investments. Before I go over any players that I think you guys should potentially look into investing into, which, by the way, again, it's a risk. Always remember, it's a risk. I do want to mention some players that I, in the past, have personally invested into because I kind of have a little path I like to follow, really, when it comes to my power-up investments, and you guys will notice this pretty quickly. But one player I told you guys to invest to was Patrick Peterson. Now, this is all just going to kind of prove my reasoning behind what players I like to really invest into. Pat Pete, you guys can see right here. You notice his big shoot up right here to 50,000 coins. Well, he used to be about 3K, 6K, 4K, 5K. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I told you guys to invest into him probably around this time, like early September or like late September, early October time, when he was about 4K, 3K. Now, he did have a little bit of a price shoot up here at 11,000 coins. I'm not sure why on that day. Maybe that was something specific. That might have been when they announced like the Madden Championship stuff. But then, of course, over here, he ended up getting himself a nice little upgrade during the Thanksgiving promo, and that's when he shot up to 50,000 coins. If you guys happen to invest when I told you guys to in Pat Pete, and you made a ton of coins right here, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know how many coins you made. I love hearing you guys say that you made, you know, 1,000,000 coins, 2,000,000 coins, 500K, 100,000 coins, whatever. Invest what you can. Patrick Peterson has definitely been my biggest hit of the entire year so far. I've had some other ones with slight jumps from players getting upgrades, but Jair Alexander is another player that I liked and that I invested into, and I made a decent amount of coins off of. Now, Jair didn't even really get like a big upgrade. He got a most feared, I want to say it was a 90 overall, but you guys can see his power-up shot up to like 38K, 28K, even peaking at 45,000 coins. Now, Jair is actually down now to 5,000 coins. And for 5,000 coins, that's not a bad investment. Now, keep in mind, these could be long-term investments. You may be holding on to these guys for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, or maybe it'll be with the Zero Chill promo. Some players get new cards. Jair probably won't be in Zero Chill because he was just in the Halloween promo, but he may be in a future promo course and get a pretty good card. I'm gonna let you guys in on something right now. When it comes to my personal investments, I love investing into super fast wide receivers and super fast DBs who don't have upgrades yet, specifically corners, because as I showed you, Patrick Peterson, Jair Alexander, fast corners, they really shoot up in price and they get new upgrades. So I'm going to go over a couple players that I have personally invested into, a couple players that I feel like could have a nice price jump when they get their next upgrade. Now, really the way that I did this is if you go through and take a look at all the base elite corners, all the base elite wide receivers who either don't have an upgrade right now or haven't had an upgrade in a while. Jay Alexander had one of most feared. It'll probably be another month or two before he gets an upgrade, but when he does, if that card is really good, of course his price will shoot up again. And the same thing when it comes to Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward's power up used to be very expensive as well. Of course now that card isn't as good. He's down to like 5K, at least that one is. The rest of them here, 19,000 coins. They're only actually 2 up. I'm gonna buy this one for 5,400 coins. I would like to get him for like 3K, 2K, 4K, whatever, but we'll see if he ever gets that cheap. But some other players that I really like, and I'm actually going to sort by the elite here, not necessarily just the power up, just because I want to show you like the speed on some of these guys, and I'll show you their power up as well. One player that's actually a sleeper, and it just depends on if EA does give him a good upgrade, a good enough upgrade here, is actually Jonathan Jones. Now, I know that J.C. Jackson badly needs an upgrade. No one's really talking about Jonathan Jones, but this 80 overall card is 87 speed. So if Jonathan Jones does get an upgrade later in the year, and it's good, it's going to be really expensive. Like, his power up is probably going to shoot up quite a bit. And his power up right now is less than 1,000 coins. 1,000 coins for any fast corner. Yeah, that's a crazy event. I'm going to buy a couple of these, and I'll probably buy some after the video as well. But for 1,000 coins, if Jonathan Jones gets a card and the speed is somewhere near the top of corners right now, how is he not going to get him priced? Even if his coverage stats aren't that great, if we take a look here and say J.C. Jackson, or Dante Jackson actually, he is currently 16,000 coins. And he was one of those cornerbacks that were 2,000 coins to 4,000 coins, usually for his power up before he got an upgrade because he had an 80 overall card. He is actually another player that I told you guys to invest into. His currently right now is 2K, but because he has that blitz upgrade, that's a fast corner, it's not even necessarily the coverage stats because his coverage stats aren't great on it. It's just that he's super fast. You guys can see right here the 90 overall Dante Jackson had 94 speed. He can get over 90 man, but he can't get to 90 zone coverage. And that's going to make his card really expensive, his power up really expensive anyways. Now let me just fly through a couple of other cornerbacks that I have personally invested a decent amount of coins into. One of them is Darius Slay. Again, another power up that's like 1,100 coins. You can get him for like 2,000 coins, 2,500 coins. And as long as he gets a decently fast upgrade, one of the faster corners in the game, there's no way this power up doesn't go for at least 6, 7, 8,000 coins, if not way more, if he is in fact one of those top speed corners. Now, another guy that always gets like a super good upgrade and still hasn't is Marshawn Lattimore. And right now, Marshawn Lattimore's power up is pretty cheap. Right now, it's 3,000 coins, 3,300 coins. If I could actually go to compare here and my game doesn't crash, I'll show you just how many I have, and of course not. But you guys can see I have got a ton of Darius Slay power-ups. I've got 18 of him. If we come on down to the Saints, you guys can see, well, that's the Steelers, Joe Hayden. If we come on down to the Saints, you guys can see as well with Marshawn Lattimore, I have 19 of him. But really any super fast base elite corners you think could get an upgrade because they're a really good corner in the NFL, like Marshawn Lattimore, is a great investment in my opinion. I mean, especially when he's 2,000 coins, 3,000 coins, and you guys see what happened to like Dante Jackson. He's up to 16K, and that card can't even play zone coverage because he doesn't get to 90 zone. He can still play, you know, zone, but just because he's fast. He won't get the elite tier reaction though in the cuts and everything. With someone like Lattimore, he's gonna get a top end corner card eventually. Now, that's not it though. Yes, investing in a fast DB is a great investment, but also a little bit more short-term investment here is investing in players that people are going to want to use the 93 to 94 overall power pass, and as well, players are going to become series reduxes, so they get cheaper, more people want to pick them up, and players that are going to get a redux, and one person that I think a lot of people are going to want to use their power pass on, the 93 to 94 that comes out with the next series, is going to be a corner, in fact, and that is going to be for the Seattle Seahawks, Shaquille Griffin. Now, he's actually already up to 16,000 coins, and I think that right now, 16K, that's kind of risky to invest in. Now, I do have a couple of him. I didn't buy a ton of him. Now, one thing to keep in mind is Charles Woodson, but Woodson is a 95 overall. So you can't use a power pass on him, but people are going to want to pick him up over Shaquille Griffin. But if they want another corner, somebody who's power pass on that's also going to get a redux, Shaquille Griffin is definitely someone that maybe you still want to invest into at 16K. Maybe he goes up to 25K or so. Kind of a risk there. He's decently high. But another player that I've actually invested into is Tyreek Hill. Because here's one thing that people kind of forget about. Last year, when it came to the Masters for the Blitz promo, they got reduxed. So Tyreek and Cam Chancellor may be series reduxes. I don't know if they will be, but they may be. But aside from that, using a power pass, Tyreek Hill is probably the top option, one of the top options, of course, and he's 17K. He's extremely cheap because of the Blitz set that actually gave you Tyreek Hill power-ups. Well, that set's gone, so the supply of Tyreek Hill power-ups, unless it's being pulled from packs, is what it is right now, but the demand is about to go way up. So this Tyreek power-up, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it went from 17K to 25K to 30,000 coins, but I think it's a decent investment. I invested a decent amount into Tyreek power-ups when he was like 13, 14, 15K. And the final player I want to add onto this list when it comes to power-ups, there are a ton of other players you guys can invest into. If you want to comment it down below, go ahead. But one player I've invested so many coins into this year, and I just hope, I really, really hope, that he doesn't end up getting a MasterCard, because that's another thing with all the power-ups I mentioned here as well. If they get a MasterCard, Master sets this year tend to give power-ups. So that just unfortunately kills basically any sort of investments. But I have so many Patrick Mahomes power-ups miner, because you have to think, when Mahomes gets his next upgrade, it's Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he's an improviser quarterback, which is going to affect his value a little bit because people like strong arms, they like field generals. Well, if you guys take a look here at how many Patrick Mahomes power-ups I have, if we sort by Chiefs and quarterback, you guys can see I have 40 Patrick Mahomes power-ups, and I'll probably end up like 50 or 60 because I feel like with Zero Chill, you got to think he's going to get an upgrade here. So to me, I think Patrick Mahomes is a great investment. If you guys invest in other players, comment them down below. Hopefully you did enjoy the video though, and if you did, make sure to drop a like on it, and of course hit that sub button down below. I'll see you guys next time.